probably have been killed by his own kind.
And amazing that you said that, because also Marion came out with the word the well. That's
right.
And this is what Derek has said. Derek wants to go to the well, so we've repositioned the cameras. We weren't expecting to go there. Let's go now to the well, where Derek and Yvette are there.
Yeah. Hi, we're at the well. Oh, thank you. Let's just put some torches down here. Oh, my God, how far does that go down?
It's very, very deep. If you centre it, yeah?
It's about 140 metres, apparently.
140? Good God!
Right. Now I understand. I understand the connection what he was trying to give me.
What was the connection?
Well, wherever the link of the well, this is what he was trying to get through. Wherever the feed, the ending or the feed to the well, is where he was attacked.
Oh.
And so there's water, not so much a well, but an opening where there's a gathering of water that leads through
to this.
And feeds to this well.
And he was murdered?
He was murdered at that spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That is so deep. It's ridiculous. So that's the connection then?
Yeah.
There you go.
It.
That's the connection, David. What do you think to that?
OK. Richard, you mentioned water.
Yeah. Energy. There's a great possibility that once they killed him, they're not going to leave him lying around, because next morning he'd be found, court-martialed, murder investigations, they're going to hide his body. Is he buried near the well? Have they thrown him down the well?
The source of water for the castle was a different area. They were much more, if you like, sophisticated in terms of providing water in the time that we're talking about, which is the turn of the 18th and 19th centuries. So that well would not have provided anywhere near enough water for the garrison.
So what do you make of this, Derek, moving us the whole of... Essentially, we weren't expecting to go there.
I'm actually quite excited by that, because it is not logical, never has been logical to me, that the drummer boy would have been murdered on the battlements, on the ramparts.
Is that... What does the folklore say, though, about
well,
where
he said he was murdered on the battlements.
And now Derek says he
But
wasn't.
I say no. I've always thought this is wrong, because it's too open and too close to the other guards. He would, if there was anybody who heard the commotion, they would have come out to investigate.
You convinced?
That shows, I think, when people have had experiences here, it has become into the kind of local folklore that even away from the castle, maybe people have kind of heard these stories. I think what we've seen tonight, though, has been very interesting. We've had lots of people have see things on television. Derek's come out with some fascinating information, and again, apparently some physical phenomena as well. So I think it's something we should be excited about.
Also, Derek is bucking the trends, because actually, as a cynic, you'd say, well, Derek would go with what most people believe, that is, a drummer boy was killed on the battlements. He's not saying that.
No, he's not doing that. He's coming up with some other ideas, and also the fact that he's come up with a name, I think, is particularly useful. If it turns out we can't do anything to check up on its veracity, whether it actually is true or not, then it is difficult to say, is he coming up with some new information, or is he making it up? I'm not saying he's making it up, but it's difficult to tease those two ideas apart.
Yvette.
Yes? I'm here in the King's Chamber, and I'm not happy about it, but Derek, you were just saying, I was saying, is he still here? And apparently...
Yes. Well, apparently, as I was saying, Sam's just said, I've just been correlating with Sam, and Sam said he's purposely stepped back in realising, listening to the conversations, that you were going to come back in again. And it's like as if he's not going to, like, do a repeat of, which is disappointing to me in its essence. But
it's a relief to me.
You know, he doesn't want to embarrass himself, I think.
Is Matthew coming in? Something? Hi, Matthew. It feels all right, doesn't it, in here?
Yeah,
it feels absolutely fine. No, Derek was just saying that it doesn't look, you know, he doesn't want to...
Yes, his energy, you know, Sam's just said to me very clearly, because I asked him mentally, and he said, you know, he's realised what he did earlier and what have you, where he wants to be quiet and not do the speaking and what have you. Now, it's like, hey, I'm not going to be like a game show just to, you know, perform or do something. So he's retained a certain sense of pride, I feel. Maybe the type of man, the position he was in, what he did, maybe, you know, suddenly it's dawned on him, hey, this is below me to do something like this, you know.
Do you feel anything in this room?
Not yet, I've only just come in here. I mean, I was very interested to see your experience earlier on. I mean, you were quite clearly shaken.
It was, well, you know where it was. Did you have a walk down there? I mean, it was just bizarre. I won't Is there anything now, Derek, around here? As you
Well,
say,
I mean, it's decidedly cooler because, I mean, this is where he's up and down and what have you.
this
And
is
of course,
where he comes up and down, up and down.
you can feel like, yes, you can feel a cool vortex here.
You feel it cool?
Very cold, yeah.
Good. Now, that will always stay here. And you see, we were standing precisely here, and, you know, this man decided to
I don't even remember where we were standing.
Yes,
I
it was
can't-
at this
I can't
point.
remember.
Yeah, it was just here.
Was
And,
it?
yes. And you so readily, you know, I heard that I'm standing directly next to a vet. You know, Philip is touching me here, that close. We both heard it very, very strongly, even in our conversation at the time.
So all three of you heard...
It was just...
Oh, it
I'm
was
sure
breathing
what
that
it's
you
like. It was like, if you stand to the side like that,
Yes.
it was just...
Precisely as strong as that.
So how do you feel now being back in here?
Because I feel such an idiot, because I feel like I completely lost it, and everybody think, you know, is going to think, oh, it's a wussy. So I'm thinking
I heard something then.
that, oh, no. I've just done it again. I've just done it again.
Come on back, Eddie.
Did you hear that
I heard
then?
something then, yeah.
Did you hear that,
I'm looking
Matthew?
straight ahead of me as though...
Yes.
It was there, wasn't it?
Yes. Shh. It was.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Tell
I have no- I
everybody
don't
what
know.
it was. Come on. Explain.
I'm hearing as though it's coming from just there.
What?
Yes,
Explain.
It sounds like a man... It sounds like a breath, yeah.
Yes. It's his energy there. This is the vortex where he actually stands a lot, I can assure you.
Come on, Matthew. What do you think? To
I don't know, I mean,
putting you
well-
on the spot, aren't we?
Well, all I can say, I heard, when you stood there, I heard some sound, and you heard it as well.
Yes.
I think Phil heard it. And again, it just sounded like a man breathing.
when
panting.
I heard it, it was a lot heavier than that. That was lighter.
Yeah. And I was hearing it, that seemed to be over there somewhere. I mean, I don't know if it was actually somebody passed there or... But I didn't hear it very near to me. I think if I'd hit it very near, I probably would have frightened me as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so really clearly evident to me that I know what his game is. I know, you know, what he's doing and the way he's going about it. And he doesn't want to take it beyond that. Just this, like, I suppose, heavy breathing, just to cause, I suppose, startlement. That's the way you are. Do you hear that?
No, that was.
Was that the wiring?
Moving down.
Okay.
There. Yeah. Well, there you go. I can't tell you how pleased I am that you've actually heard it.
I'm glad at least I've now got a handle on what it is you've heard.
Do you believe? No. A little bit more.
I'm still, well, again, I think there's different. I don't necessarily believe that that's a ghost. I mean, it could again be a number of different things going on there. It'd be nice to have a slightly more controlled environment so we could really kind of monitor the sound
Could I
in
just
here.
ask you a question? I've listened to you very intently, Matthew. It's like you wouldn't agree or disagree. You know, basically, it could be a ghost. But in your mind, on the spot now, what would it take? What would it be that would come from an atmosphere, as a point you've just experienced now, which would cause